Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Realm Network to Get Funked with your host, Allan, Kwee Funk. For those of you that don't know me, I'm new here on the Realm Network. I wrestled in WCW under the tutelage of Vince Russo. That's why I'm on his Realm Network right now. So let's get to it. I got a great guest tonight, one of the ECW originals. But before we get to the guest, I got to take a couple shouts out to the sponsors here. So let's get started with the Wrestling Universe. TheWrestlingUniverse.com. Go to TheWrestlingUniverse.com if you want to get your if you want to get any 8x10s. As far as they have UFC, WCW, WWE, TNA, ECW action figures. They have all the merchandise you want. They got t-shirts. They got wrestling cards, autographed 8x10s, masks, belts, and much, much more. Now, listen, if you get any autograph item, they come with a certificate of authenticity. So that's very important. And they also ship internationally. So if you're ever up in the New York area and you want to check out some hot action autograph signings, they have all the top names in the wrestling business today. Check them out at TheWrestlingUniverse.com. And if you're in New York, that way you can go to TheWrestlingUniverse.com, check out who they got, and go visit your favorite superstars. Also, we have Sleeves.com. You get a Sleeves.com, you go there, you put a code MWA pod. You get your dirty boxers for all your athletes in your world. If you're an athlete yourself, you get them for yourself. They got mouthpieces, arm sleeve, headbands, knee pads. They got cups. Anything you need for fighting, wrestling, any kind of sport, go to sleeves.com. Check out code MWA pod when you're checking out. You get a 10% discount. Don't forget the discount. Healthvape.com. Also, we got healthvape.com. Same code. You put MWA pod, you get you a 10% discount on the website. So go to healthvape.com. If you're a vapor, they got healthy vaping alternatives. All their items they have vitamins. They have no nicotine, no harmful chemicals. And it's your healthy vaping alternative. Check out healthvape.com. Don't forget your code MWA pod for your 10% discount. And then also, I'd like to have a shout out to the Vince Russo and his brand for getting us on the Realm Network here. And now I got my guest here. He's an ECW original. You get any ECW fans out there, you know him as the Kingpin, Angel Medina. As I said, ECW original, part of the Baldies. Let's welcome our guest here, Kingpin, Angel Medina. What's up, buddy?
What's up, brother? How's everything, man? Thanks for having me on your show. Hey, just curiosity, now that we're on the Realm Network, can we drop the N-bomb now? Since you can't do it on Twitch.
the N-bomb or the M-bomb?
Just the big old N-bomb.
I would, you know what? Let me consult Piers Austin, the mastermind in Australia, and then we'll figure it out.
Right on, brother.
But I'm pretty sure you're probably not supposed to. But you know, I'll leave that up to you, Kingpin.
We'll bleep it out. We'll bleep it out. It's recorded.
So yeah, man. So I got to start knowing you a little bit over the last few months. We actually have a show together on the MWA podcast network. That's not on the Realm Network yet, but we're working on that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. The Funkin' Kingpin show.
The Funkin' Kingpin show. That's right. So they can check that out live Thursday nights at 8 p.m. on the MWA podcast network on YouTube and Twitch. But yeah, so I started getting to know you over the last couple months, man. You and I have kind of similar sense of humor. We like joking around a lot. I use more so much with Piers than me because I don't really know Piers that well. So, but I'm learning, and I'm learning the ropes from you, kid, and that's a shoot.
Well, I mean, absolutely, man. Like you said, we're kind of both alike. Besides our bank account, I mean, you had to have WCW money. I just have these rubber checks in my bank account. But besides that, you know.
Well, I did want to talk. That's part of something I wanted to ask you during our interview here. But let's get started on. I mean, I'm sure you've talked about this before, but you're on my show now, and you know, I need to know all the details, man, because I'm getting to know you better, and you know, the fans out there want to know if they haven't heard you talk before. So you started at Gleason's Gym, is that right? You want to take it from there?
Yeah, man. I mean, I started at Gleason's Gym back in '87. I was like at 17. Basically, you know, I got hooked on wrestling because a friend of mine in junior high school introduced me. It was Sports Wrestling, Wrestling Illustrated magazine. On the cover was the Four Horsemen. And I asked him what was that, and he kind of like, oh, you don't know who the Four Horsemen is? And I'm like, nah, I don't watch wrestling. He goes, dude, next week on TBS, Clash of Champions, Sting versus Ric Flair. You gotta watch it.
But that was a good one there too.
Yeah, and it was free. Of course, it was on TBS. It was free.
Yeah.
So I watched it and I got hooked. I got hooked, and then every week I just started watching the NWA. At the time, WWE was more cartoonish. You know, Phantasmo, the Doink, the Ninja Turtles, all that stuff. Yeah. And NWA was more like realistic in my sense, world class, you know, and all that stuff. So I just got hooked. So then I just wanted to be a wrestler. So what I did was try to look around for schools. But the only thing I could ever find was the Hart Dungeon in Canada, Adrian Street down in Florida, and Gulf Breeze, Florida. You know, there was no schools in the local area I couldn't find. But luckily, one day, I was watching TV and it was on Fox, and it was called Good Day New York, and they did a wrestling segment from Gleason's gym with Johnny Rodz doing a demonstration, and that's when I'm like, oh shit, it's in fucking Brooklyn. Oh, all right, I'm heading over there, and that's when I went and met Johnny. And
so, what you said that was in 88, around 88, 87.
It was my mistake. It was 89. My mistake.
So, so you back then you just couldn't jump on the internet and Google Gleason's gym or a gym in the area, right?
Nah, I found out it basically was. How the hell did I find out about the Stu Hart's the school? I think it was in wrestling magazines. I think I saw it in a wrestling magazine, and then Gulf Breeze again. I think it was word of mouth, like really doing research, trying to find things out because everything was mailed to you. Because I remember it was a pamphlet that I got, 2 pamphlets, one from Australia, Canada, and the other one from Florida.
I get you. So you contemplated going to Stu Hart's dungeon, huh?
I couldn't afford to go all the way up to Canada, and I just didn't know how to. I mean, I was like, Canada. How would I live? How would I survive if I did go to Canada at 17? I would.
Hey, kid, you hungry for the business? You gotta get hungry for the business, kid. That's your shoot.
Fuck that,
You got to travel all over the countryside for $20 a shot, kid. You got to learn the hard way.
No, I'm not going all the way up to Canada fucking trying to fucking what's funny though? I knew 2 guys. I make jokes about it. They were 2 white guys, and they just up and left.
Quit picking on the white guy.
I'm just saying that it's just like they just get up and go, man. They just like if they want to go to Hollywood to be a movie star, they just go with $1,000 in their pocket and a fucking smile and just fucking face the consequences when they get there.
Yeah.
But these guys came to Puerto Rico to wrestle. Great guys. Didn't have a place to stay. They were sleeping on the beach.
Yeah.
And they came to Victor Quinones to get a job and asked them if they could get a job. And they were sleeping on the beach for 3 days before I told the guys, come on, dude, let them stay here, man. That's not right that these guys are sleeping on the beach. That's some bullshit. But they flew and slept on the beach. I said, that's fucking commitment. I can't do it.
Yeah, but some of them old school guys too, and you'll probably attest to this. Like I know Paul Orndorff for sure. He'd be like, fuck him. That's how you break into business, kid. You gotta learn how to do it, man. He wouldn't have any sympathy for guys like that.
Yeah, but fuck that. I mean, I could understand if you just get in your car and go because you live in your car.
Yeah.
But when you don't got nothing else, it's fucking bullshit. Fuck that.
So then you were down in Puerto Rico and wrestled a little while before you come to ECW. Is that right?
No. ECW. Puerto Rico came after ECW.
Okay.
It was it's just a memory that I remember those guys just flying in, sleeping on the beach. But my first shot really in fame was ECW straight out the gate.
Okay. Oh, so you're kind of like some other guys I talked to. They get like one independent match and then then they're on TV.
Hell no, I ain't Tony DeVito. Nah, that dude got that spot. He wasn't doing that shit. Nah, me, I just did my local run. I did my local shows. I worked a lot of Tommy Jeanette. He was a promoter that did carnival shows. He used to hire like Demolition Axe, Tony Atlas, Doink, but the old Doink, like Ray Apollo, who played Doink.
Yeah, I actually wrestled for that guy at a fair in Ohio.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tommy Jeanette?
I'm pretty sure that was his name. Yeah, it was like one of my very first shows.
Yeah, Tommy Jeanette was a good guy. He booked you. You got your hotel room, you got your pay, and then you just bounce from town to town. And so that's how I got my feet wet. That's how I got to know Vito more, and Kid USA, and of course the old school guys. Now
there was a guy up in around New Jersey. He was some kind of, what did they call this guy? Like the heavy metal shit. I wish I could remember this guy's name because he was with he come with this guy from Jersey, I believe. He was like
I was gonna say, you mean the guy with Snuka, Metal Maniac?
Yes, that guy. Yes,
he lives in Hawaii.
Now, what's up with that guy? Was he with Snuka, or is he with the guy that was doing those shows?
No, he was with Snuka. As far as I knew, and again, this is the way I knew about it, is that he always drove Snuka everywhere.
Okay.
The story was that they told me that, and again, it was just boys talking like, oh, Jimmy doesn't know how to read and write.
Oh, okay.
And he handles all his affairs. Oh, okay, whatever. But I didn't know. I don't know if he didn't know how to read or write or whatever. But that was the story. And he traveled. I mean, he followed Jimmy, and every show Jimmy was on, he was booked.
Man, he was hanging out with the Iron Sheik that night, from what I remember.
Yeah, but he lives in Hawaii. He was always in Hawaii, but he was in Jersey. But every time he talked about Hawaii, that was his place. That's where he is now.
Okay, because when I first started wrestling, I seen that guy all over the place, just like driving the boys around and stuff.
One thing I don't understand, man, I'm not saying he was fat. I mean, he was solid, but it's hard. I don't know how guys can wrestle and smoke cigarettes. He used to walk around the locker room with a cigarette dangling from his mouth, puff, 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 and then go in the ring and fucking work.
Well, you wrestled in Japan, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody smokes in Japan, like Kazuhashi and fucking Great Muta, they smoke.
I just couldn't do it, man.
And I don't understand that shit. It always just struck me funny.
I never understood it. I didn't care, but because I've been believing like, you got to do your cardio, you got to eat right, you got to stay fit, keep your lungs going and stuff. And I mean, that's how I trained. I even used to do I learned Ricky Steamboat's cardio session where you like sprint for like a minute and 30 seconds and then walk for a minute and 30, then sprint from it, because that was the way to like, you work a spot, then you run the ropes and then you slow down and so I used to do that to build up my cardio.
I get it. Yeah. See, when I first started down at power plant, like these guys will tell you down there, I used to I used to yell a lot. And when you yell and scream when you first come out, man, that takes the juice out of your lungs, man.
Yeah.
So I used to run on a treadmill as fast as I could, screaming and yelling.
At the gym.
At the power plant, yeah.
Okay, not at a gym, like
no,
gym.
At the power plant. Like I'd be, hey, you fucking bums, or act like I'm in the crowd running, and it'd blow you up, man. But it helped me out.
That's smart, I mean, it looks batshit crazy, but I mean, it's gotta fucking help,
Yeah, there was a girl in there one day. Her name was Keela, real skinny little girl. And the girls from the office used to come in there and do cardio in the morning, right? So this girl was real skinny. She's flying, right? So she fucking takes a bump and wham, hits the fucking cement wall. They had to call an ambulance because about knocked her out. I don't even know if she broke anything. But I was like, holy shit. Like I was right there next to her, and all of a sudden I heard a bam. And I was like, she's trying to steal my gimmick.
It's like a little comedy spot right there and shit. That's fucking crazy.
Shit. So, when you got a shot in ECW, so Paul call you, or how'd you, or you knew somebody and they said, hey, let me talk to Paul for you?
No, it was basically, and I hate using the word by accident. It's a straight shoot. It wasn't it was like basically timing, by accident. Man. It's timing. That's what it was. We're at Gleason's, and Johnny used to have the school open Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. The schools were open.
Okay.
So I'm just saying Monday. It was a Monday, and I was in the ring with a guy named Java Shabibi, and he was a worker, and we were just standing on the apron watching the other guys work, to wait our turn. And I just said, hey, brother, what's going on, man? How's everything, man? And he goes, no, nothing, man. Just chilling. And I said, what you doing this weekend, man? You anything with the wife? And he goes, nah, I got to go down to Philly. For what? He goes, well, Devon told me to come down because I've been going down every weekend training as a referee. He wanted me to come down, work out, and just train as a referee. Right on, man. That's cool, man. Good luck, man. I'm happy for you. That was the end of the conversation. So then, it was Thursday. Like I saw him Thursday again, and I'm like working out, wrestling, doing my shit, and then I just hit him real quick, fucking with him. Hey man, you fucking got that big weekend. Today's Thursday. Saturday's coming, man. You could be heading down to Philly, right? He goes, oh, bro, I'm having my car broke down. I'm having engine problems. I don't think I'll be able to make it this weekend. Really? Why? Because it's just something wrong with my engine. So right there, like bling, it just popped in my head. I said, hey,
I got you right, kid.
Yeah, I said, hey, if you want, I could drive you. Just ask Devon, if it's okay for me to come down. So he called Devon, and I knew Devon. It's just that he was inviting Java. So I said, just ask Devon. If Devon says it's cool, I definitely would drive you down. He called Devon. Devon said, yeah, just tell Angel bring his stuff, and like anytime, if you're a pro, you always bring your bag.
Oh yeah.
So I showed up there, and Devon told me, hey, get dressed, go in there and work out with the boys. Chris Chetty, Nova, Guido, Tracy Smothers was in the ring, a lot of more guys. So then
you had a lot of good workers in there.
Yeah, and he was like, and then Tracy Smothers was running like a class, stretching and stuff. And he goes, hey, you kid, work with Guido. Give me like a 5-minute match. Work with Guido real quick. And then boom, boom, boom. We did a good spot. I mean, really worked real hard. Boom. Everybody clapped and stuff. And I just left as is. All right, guys, back in the locker rooms. We're about to open the doors, and then we go in the back. And as soon as I walk through the curtain, straight ahead, I see Paul talking to Sabu and Rob Van Dam, and almost looking down, like almost like a blueprint, like looking at a war map. And then he looks up and he goes, hey, kid, come here. Let me talk to you real quick. So I walk up to him and he goes, and he just, it was weird. He's just like, stick around, like that. It's a shoot, kid. He's just like, stick around. And I'm like, excuse me? That's exactly what I said. Excuse me? He goes, just stick around, kid. Just like that. Seriously, he says, stick around, kid. So I fucking run to Devon because I understood, but I didn't want to misunderstand, take it out of context. Yeah. So I run to Devon and I said, D, fucking Paul pulled me to the side. Well, basically, he just called me over and said, hey, just to stick around, just stick around, kid. And he goes, oh, if fucking Paul tells you to stick around. Yeah, but Devon, I don't fuck Angel, just shut the fuck up. If he tells you to stick around, just stick around. And that was it. I fucking stuck around, traveled back and forth to the shows. They didn't use me as sometimes. I just sat in the locker room, and then they used me for a couple spots here and there. And then little by little, it just kicked off.
I got you. So what they start having you do at first?
Oh, Angel, come here. Can you fill this glass up with a coffee? No.
Are you serious?
No.
You know what? Nothing in the wrestling business surprises me. So hell,
I think no. I mean, I still have the match. That's one thing. But when I first got there, didn't really do much for a couple of days. Just sat in the locker room, just watched matches and worked out. Every time they went in the ring, I worked out. So then,
just kind of kept your mouth shut.
Just kept my mouth shut. Just talked to Devon, working around with the boys, and then hey, we need some people to do a pull apart for Jack Victory. Shit, that's all I remember because that's who punched me in the face, and I saw stars. So, just incredible. And I remember running out, and Jack Victory's on the outside of the ring, and I run to grab him to break up, and he just turned around and literally, boom, potatoed me right in the fucking mouth, and I just fell on my ass. Literally, sat down.
Dang.
And I'm like, fuck.
Did he think you were a fan? Were you dressed in gear?
No. I was in gear. I was in gimmick. But just like, man, you know what I mean. I mean, in WCW, and you get the new, just like WWE. Hey, security guard.
We did all that shit.
You start potatoing them and stuff. Welcome to the business, kid. And so that's what it was. I think he's just like, fuck this dude. Boom, welcome to the business. And that's what it was. Because I was nobody, and it was fine. I just took it with a grain of salt. I've been hit harder. So then after that, then I was just doing little spots here and there, like they had me do like a Puerto Rican, a Hispanic referee with a fucking Chica, fucking Razor Ramon gimmick accent. They had me dress up. Dude, the worst part about it, just WCW, you had those fucking hot lights over the fucking ring.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Well, fucking the ECW arena, those lights are fucking closer.
Yeah.
And they had me say, hey, we need you to dress up all in black. Get a Carhartt jacket. So I had a hoodie, a black hoodie, a fucking Carhartt jacket. Yeah, fucking black jeans, fucking, the 511 boots, and a fucking hood over it, like fucking the fucking Scorpion, the Black Scorpion from work. So I had that gimmick, and it was a New Jack angle. Mustafa, because he left. So I show up. I forgot what I was doing, but apparently I was with somebody, a manager. I forgot his name, and I came out like the Scorpion thing. Just stood there like, you don't know what I have under the hood, and dude. I could literally just see the fucking sweat just pouring like a fucking slave in the fucking picking cotton. I was just literally sweating and fucking like I feel like I was gonna pass out. And that's what I did and stuff. But and then finally, things started picking up little by little. And then I had a match with Tommy Rogers, my first match ever in ECW in Allentown, PA. And I have it on my phone. Somebody sent it to me, and that was when everything took off.
Oh, that's cool.
Tommy Rogers put me over. He's like, hey, I didn't know you worked that way. If I knew any better, we could have done some more. You know how you don't know somebody and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna work basic, and then you finally like, man, this is a fucking good work. If I knew what he could do, I could have fucking just came up with
when you're first starting out in business, plus you don't want to really say anything. You want them to kind of dictate what's gonna happen, and that way you don't step on anybody's toes, right?
Yeah. And he was the one that told me if I knew how you worked, and because he liked how it worked, I would have done some more shit with you.
Yeah. I heard that a lot with, you do some spots on TV with, like I did with Rick Steiner. He was so nervous during the match or before the match. He's like, kid, you sure you know what you're doing, man? You sure? And then, I watched that match just a little bit ago. Well, a couple weeks ago. And then, and we got backstage. He's like, dude, we could have done some more shit if I thought you were going to freeze up on me.
Yeah. But why would it be nervous, man? It's Rick Steiner. Just curious. I mean, not because
he was more nervous about me.
Freezing up?
Yeah, not remembering shit or, whatever. I mean, I'm not saying he was nervous. Fuck, he'd been in the wrestling business for 30 years. I think he was kind of nervous that I was going to fuck shit up.
Dude, you know who got nervous like that? Big Sal Graciano.
Oh, really?
Years ago, before he got that gimmick, he was known as Monster Matt Man. If he watches this show, I'm calling you out, motherfucker.
Dude, he lost a lot of weight, didn't he? Is that the guy I'm thinking of?
Yeah, he lost a lot of weight, man. I mean, I guess fried chicken was not on sale and shit, and he lost a lot of weight. Nah, but he had a gimmick called Monster Matt Man, and he was like just dressing like this mop looking gimmick. It looked like a big old fucking, what's those dogs that have all the hair in front of them?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You have to do this to fucking see that. Well, basically the whole gimmick was like a fucking like a gunny suit, like a fucking sniper. Yeah, it was fucking this thing. So he had a tryout for WWF, and back in the days, that's how you try it out. Hey, here's $250. Go out there. We'll watch what you could do. Yeah. And he told me, man, he went out there and he had a match with a fucking Bill DeMott.
Oh, okay.
And he fucking.
What year was that? That was after WCW, then, right?
No, way before WCW. He was known as Big Sweet Williams at the time. That was his gimmick name.
I wonder what the hell year that was.
Big Sweet. I mean, he was there before I was. I mean, I want to say like 87 before I came back, because he said Sal was still a teenager, but he was big. He was a monster. He was like the fucking giant, He was just a big kid. Huh. So he gave him an opportunity and fucking he froze. And I think it was Bill DeMott, but he was known at the time, Big Sweet Williams. That was his gimmick name, because like Devon's gimmick name was A-Train. My gimmick name at the time when I first started was Spanish Angel, and Sal Graciano was Monster Matt Man.
Damn.
So
what did he shoot on him then because he fucked up or what?
I don't know, man. He just told me he froze and he didn't move. Like he did one move and he like laid on the apron and he froze. And I went, and I don't know how it ended, but it was like he said he was like, oh fuck, dude, I fucked up, and he got his pay in, and that was it. It was right, and it was at the Garden.
Oh my god.
Because that's when Johnny be like, go to the Garden, they're gonna wait for you, and you're gonna work, then give you an envelope, and then try to get your foot in the door.
God dang it. That had to suck for that guy, man.
Fuck it, yeah. I mean, but what's funny? He got depressed about it and he left for a little bit. Like he's just like, fuck it, maybe it's not for me. And I think he was gone for like a year, maybe a year and change, and then came back.
Damn.
Well,
that interview that I actually was watching Pierce interview Ken Shamrock. He's saying about the wrestling, man. Some people don't realize all that. You got to remember spot after, especially nowadays. Back in the day, they didn't, but now, I mean, you got to remember, like remember the Ricky Steamboat Macho Man match where they, every step 100, whatever,
Yeah.
And that's how it is. You got to not blow up. And if you do blow up, you still got to remember all this shit. And remembering shit when you're blowed up is fucking hard. And people don't realize that,
See, my thing was when I remember the way I used to do it, I mean, I'd be like, hey, Allan, okay, I'm going to get in the ring. I'm going to stand on the corner turnbuckle on the far left. When I come down, I'm going to try and you close me, get up, shoot me off, backdrop, work a little bit, work. Then I'll make a comeback. And then we just call it in there. I think you just had a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Yeah.
Had something. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you ever experienced this in ECW, but like I was telling somebody else about this, like Arn Anderson would come to me. I remember I wrestled Shane Helms on, I think might have been Thunder. It was one of the shows. He was a cruiserweight champ when I was wrestling. And Arn came to us. He gave me a paper because he was our agent. And then it had on there like move 1, lock up, move 2, whatever. And then he had all these moves I don't do. And then I was like, what the fuck? Like, I can't do anything I do. Like, I got to follow this fucking thing. So I went to Arn and said, Arn, I don't do any of this shit. Like, can I put like my move right here, cross this out? And he goes, go, whatever you want to change, cross it off. Tell me what you want to do. Come back and let me know when you get it all done. So I go to him. I said, okay, I want to do this here instead of this. And he's like, oh yeah, okay. We can do that, but let me just change it on my paper. And that's how it was. You had to remember every fucking spot, dude. It was nerve wracking as hell. Cause I mean, hell, if you forget, you're going to fuck up the whole match.
So basically he just came up to you, and give you a piece of paper and then you had to memorize it.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's how it was towards the end. Yeah.
So you never went into the ring and like, come on, let's walk.
Well, no, yeah. After we got the paper, yeah, then like me and Shane went in the ring and said, okay, we're gonna this. I told him I'm changing this to this move because his paper had the same thing on it.
Yeah.
So we had to go over the paper and then we went, but when we first started in WCW, and I'm sure you guys did this before the show, like when you wrestled and stuff, went over your stuff with the guy you're working. I don't know if you did, but we always did in WCW.
Yeah, we always went over our stuff. The only time I always forget, I mean, because ECW was rough. And sometimes when you got stiffed, it's funny because I'd be like, okay, what's the next spot? Okay, here comes the clothesline, duck the clothesline, big boot. And then I know that the next after the big boot was something else. I knew it. And then when I turned for the big boot, boom, and I took the bump and they just like shot it out of my head and I lay there and like, what's the fuck next spot? And then when he picks me up, dude, I forgot the next spot. What is it?
Yeah. But when that's part of it, that's why it's so hard, man. I mean, you're actually, everybody says wrestling's fake and shit, but when you get your fucking lights fucking, your clock clean, you're trying to remember the next spot and you got the wind knocked out of you, your nose is fucking burning or whatever, your eyes are watering. You got to remember that shit.
That's fucking funny, man. Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's just different. See, the problem with people in the business now is they only care about their spot. Like, okay, I'm going to get in there. This is how I'm going to shine. This is my
get your shit in, kid.
Yeah, and that's not how it was. I wanted you to shine. My job as a heel is to make, because when you look good, I look good.
Yeah,
that's how I feel. Because if I could put you over doing all those crazy moves and made you look like $1 million, I did my job as a heel.
Yeah,
everybody wants to get their own spot and get their shine in, and I don't think that makes sense to me. It's just like I'm just old school mentality like that,
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I mean, that's why a lot of the fans, everybody's like a Stone Cold. You're a baby face heel. Everybody likes the bad guy. So if you watch I don't watch a lot of wrestling now, but when I do watch it, it's it's a train wreck back and forth. Yeah. You don't know who the good, the heel or the baby face is really.
But what's funny about these spots though? It's like they don't even like try to cover it up. Like if you fuck up a spot, you go, okay, we fucked up the spot. Let's do something else. Yeah, and go back to the spot.
Yeah, and get back to where we're at.
We're at. These guys will forget the spot, fuck up the spot, and try to do the spot again.
Yeah. And I'm like, that drives me nuts.
Yeah, I can't fucking stand that. Like, why don't you just fucking do something else? Like, do a move for like less than 30 seconds, and then set up for the same spot again.
Yeah. Well, so I want to ask you about Big Vito, but now that when you're bringing that up, he posted a clip. I don't know if you follow him with him and Virgil.
No, I didn't see that.
Oh my God. It was the shits, bro. Like I forgot how bad Virgil actually was. But Vito made him look like $1 million. He was bumping his ass out for him, and Virgil looked like shit doing whatever he was doing.
But just curious, that's when he was wearing the boxing shoes and shit like that.
But he had actually the long red tights on over the boxing like trunks.
Yeah, I remember that with the white stripe, on the side, right?
Yeah, and then he had them little tassels on his boots.
Yeah, I remember.
Dude, he was horrible.
Yeah, that's the thing I don't understand. I mean, I know it's probably because who he knew.
Yeah,
but I didn't know how he got the spots. I don't know how he got the spot being Virgil. I don't, the gimmick. That was the easiest job. I mean, he did that gimmick.
When I got into WCW, man, a bunch of guys were talking about him and saying that he was making like $15,000 a week, and or some guys even said they thought it was more than that. But everybody confirmed it was at least $15,000 a week.
Dude, I would have lived so fucking like I would have been not a Mick Foley, but I would have been saving my money.
Oh, no shit.
Just living a normal life, just basic apartment, just basic shit, and just bank my money. Yeah, maybe I have a nice car, but I just keep banking my money, because knowing that there was a fucking there was an end to this game.
Yeah. But he did it for a long time. I mean, he did it up in WWF, and then he did it down in WCW, but I don't know where these guys squander their money off, man, but I never made that kind of money, so I wouldn't fucking know. Other than, now when I go to the mailbox, I get $20,000 royalty checks. It's different now.
There you go, man. Johnny used to tell me, like, Hercules Hernandez, guy who was when he was look, I could close my eyes. Power and Glory, man. That was Paul Roma.
Paul Roma,
I love that tag team. It was awesome. And I met him when I was still green. I was doing my Spanish Angel gimmick, and I met him. Johnny hired him, came from Florida, and he was talking to us. And he goes, and I asked him, "Hey, what do you do now besides wrestling?" He goes, "Well, I live in Florida, and I work at a gym, and I live in the back of the gym."
God dang.
And I'm like, didn't say nothing. Oh, okay. But in my mind, I went to Johnny and said, "Johnny, I don't," because I was green in the business, and I wanted to understand. I said, "Hey, that's fucking Hercules Hernandez." And what? Why? He goes, "Dude," and Johnny's like, "A lot of the boys didn't save money, man. Every year they bought a new Cadillac, wearing the suits, the gold, the cocaine. They didn't save money because they thought it would last forever."
Yeah,
and that's what happens.
But a lot of the guys like that, dude. They had a hell of a run though back in the day, man.
Yeah, man, but I would have saved my money. I mean, I remember watching an interview with fucking Greg Valentine, and he was talking about his fucking checks that he was getting from like WrestleMania and shit. I mean, I don't know what Valentine's doing now with his money, but it looks like he's okay. But
he looks like he's not homeless.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I would have definitely saved my money if I was making that, WWE, WCW money, making sure like, especially after Vince bought it out and started fucking firing people like a fucking joke. Yeah. Definitely. I would have been fucking like, would have been set.
Yeah, no shit, right? And then you go down there and freaking Vincent makes a damn killing with the NWO, just not doing shit and making freaking more money than half the roster.
And still broke. That's what I don't get.
God dang. So then, shit, we got sidetracked there. So I wanted to ask you how you and Vito became partners and how all that went about.
I mean, it's straight on the shoot. When I was 17, I was at Gleason's. I didn't take the business serious because I was still new and I was still learning. I was basically just hold on to the ropes, the second rope, lean back, let go, hit.
Tuck your chin,
hit, bridge up, hit. Keep doing that. Practice your rolls. And I just practice my rolls, do that. Learn your side falls all day, every day. It fucking sucked because, you get bored. So every time Johnny used to leave, fucking WrestleMania kicks off. Stomping your feet, doing that stupid shit.
Yeah.
So Vito, Bill DeMott, and fucking Damian Demento, who was a beast because he was on the gas and he was fucking a tall motherfucker and he was just a monster. And they just beat the brakes off me. I mean, as soon as Johnny left, they got in there and just beat me up. I got a bruised lung, busting my lip.
You take 100,000 bumps a day, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and fucking Vito beat me up, and I got really fucking pissed off, and me and him got face to face, and I couldn't stand him. And then when like a year later, I came back when I was 22, so I quit. I was pissed. I was like, I'm done. And then I felt guilty because when you feel good, you quit because somebody made you quit.
Yeah.
So one day, and Vito can tell you the story. I was watching TV, WWA Superstars, and Vito was wrestling a big Boss Man, and fucking Boss Man, and it was stupid, but Boss Man beat him, and I'm like, fuck, he can't fucking be beat. I know it's fucking work. So I said, fuck it, I'm going back, man. He's not gonna make me quit. I'm not gonna quit. And I went back, and I promised he was not gonna make me quit. And we used to butt heads together, and everybody, every time he used to come to the gym, people used to get out the ring and fucking say, fuck him. I don't want to deal with him. So then we just didn't get along, man. I didn't fucking like him. I couldn't fucking stand him.
Yeah.
So then one Tommy Jeanette shows, we started being booked on Tommy Jeanette shows, but again, I never said a word to Vito. And then one day I was my partner who was Kid USA. He used to always drive. So he drive us all the way up to Tommy J, and he called me on my phone. This is when I used to have my fanny pack with my fucking, not when my fucking, was it a Samsung phone hanging off the fucking, you know.
It was a Nokia.
Yeah, with Nokia gimmick hanging off my fucking fanny pack with my Zuba pants.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, man, you were styling.
I was doing the whole gimmick, man. And fucking he calls me, open the little gimmick and pull out the phone because it had his own little phone case gimmick. And I go, yo, hello? And he goes, yo, it's Vito. Where you guys at? What the fuck? And I was like really like in shock, like Vito. And he goes, hey, yo, when you get up here into Salamanca, New York, like I tell you, I remember this like yesterday. So when you get to Salamanca and get to check into the hotel, I'm in room 2 something. Just come in here and hang out. Okay, click. And I look at Armand, Kid USA, and I'm like, there's fucking Vito, Vito asking to hang out. What the fuck? So I said, oh, this motherfucker setting me up for a fucking blanket party, So,
with some soap.
With some soap and fucking batteries. So I show up and he opened the door. Hey, what's up, brothers? How's everything? Everything good, And he's like, hey, I want to tell you that I'm sorry, how things went off between us. Just wanted to let you know the reason I was like that with you because I want you to be successful in the business and I want you to be tough. And, I wanted you to take this is a serious business and it's not a joke. And we take this as a livelihood and people already criticizes us for being a joke. And, I wanted you to be serious. So I just want to say I'm sorry. And I'm
so you took that as he was being serious or, he seemed sincere?
Mm-hmm. I took it as sincere. And I was like, okay, wow, maybe. And then it clicked, like maybe he was right, maybe. So then, he was still Vito because when we were talking, we had to share rooms. Me and Kid USA shared one room. Vito was in one room, and it's fucking funny. Cowboy Bad Billy Walker, he's from Gleason's, shows up to the room with his fucking cowboy hat, his cigarette dangling, had a fucking saddle. And his fucking gimmick bag on it, and he had a fucking saddle, a leather.
God dang!
And he walks in the room and he throws it on the fucking bed. And Vito, as Vito's talking to us, he just pauses and he looks at him. He goes, "Hey, you know how Vito talks? Hey, what the fuck is that?" And he's like, "Hey, that's my saddle." And he goes, "Where the fuck you staying at?" And he goes, I'm staying in his room. He goes, "You can fucking stay in this room, but the saddle gotta go." And then
he's gonna sleep on the floor like an old cowboy, huh?
So he tells Vito, hey brother, this is my gimmick, I can't leave it outside, somebody could steal it. This is genuine leather. And he goes, I don't know what to tell you, but you need to fucking take it's either you or the saddle. There's only room for 2 people. So he fucking leaves the room, tells Tommy Jeanette. Tommy Jeanette tells him like, hey, I could get you in the no, that's okay. I'll sleep in my pickup and I'll sleep. And literally, we look out. Later that night, we look out the window. And he literally is in the back of the pickup with the fucking saddle, just like in the westerns. Like he's sleeping with the saddle behind him with a blanket, with the hat tipped over, and it was in the fall. So you see the fall leaves, just going over the fucking back of the pickup. And we're just
why didn't you just put the saddle in the truck and lock it up?
I don't know, but I was popping. And then the funny thing, and Vito just kept on him because he's supposed to be this, like fucking outlaw Ron Bass, the rugged cowboy, black hat, mustache and gimmick. So he comes we're in a trailer and we're getting dressed, putting on our gimmicks, and he puts on the spandex. He puts on spandex and he puts on these cowboy boots, but on the side of the boots, it was supposed to be horses. But the way the fucking design was, it had these fringes on it. It looked like a fucking pony. So he has this fucking spandex on with the fucking chaps.
So it looked like a little kid's boot.
Yeah, it looks like a fucking kid's boot, but he's wearing chaps over spandex. So he takes off the chaps, and of course, he's wrestling in spandex and a cowboy. So it's a singlet, really. It was a singlet spandex. So he has the chaps on, and Vito just like, and again, we're not paying attention. We're just getting ready, tying our boots, and he's just like, and you know how Vito, he just stops. Yo, and he's like, hey, you supposed to be wrestling me tonight, right? And he's like, yeah. You gonna wrestle me in those fucking boots? And he's like, yeah, my dad made these for me, man. These mean something to me. He goes, what fucking rough and tough cowboy wears fucking spandex with chaps and fucking ponies on his boots? And then he gets me and he goes, fucking Angel, look at this motherfucker with the fucking ponies on his boots and he's a fucking rough and tough cowboy.
Oh, shit.
And fucking, I mean, Mark's spirit was fucking crushed. And and again, I started laughing because you know when you try to hold it in, but you can't because it was fucking. I was laughing at my ass off, you know. But if you saw pictures of the boots, I'm literally a straight shoot. If you look at it, it's a fucking pony.
Yeah,
it's a fucking pony.
We need to find pictures of those on the internet.
I think I can find it, man, but I have to find a book. Oh, dude, it's a classic. But he said his dad made him, so.
Yeah, dang. So he ended up didn't sleep. So Vito got the room by himself that night, huh?
Yeah, Vito got the room by himself, but after that, man, it was up and down the road. Vito, and Kid USA, up and down the road, up and down the road.
I mean, that's cool. That actually sounds just like Vito, man. That's how I remember him when I first met him. But you know, Vito was always a cool guy. He actually, I think, did genuinely want to help people in the business. Yeah. It's just Vito. You know him, but I mean, I knew him since I was 17, and I knew him all the way till now. So after a while, I just like when Vito used to do shit, I used to go, "It's fucking Vito." I just let it go to one ear out the other, and it just never fazed me. Yeah, and that's the thing. There's things happen that. Well, again, another story is we're on the road, and we're Snooker's in the car, Vito, Kid USA, and myself. But we had to make a pit stop. Victor Quinones wanted to meet us. This is before Puerto Rico or anything. Johnny wanted me and Kid USA to meet Victor Quinones. Where was this, in New York? Yeah, it was we were going past Connecticut because we had to go to upstate New York. So we're going to literally pass, Titan Towers. So he goes, hey, John, so he was there? Yeah, so Victor Quinones said, Johnny said, hey, I set up an appointment before you get to, before you continue going to the Tommy Jeanette show, stop by, introduce yourself, talk to him so he could see your face, get an idea. Yeah. So Vito knew Victor Quinones for years, Japan and all this stuff. Yeah. So we get there and I'm just quiet and I'm like, okay, cool. We're going to meet Victor. So we get out the car. I get out the car. I'm in the front seat. I get out the car. It's a fucking caravan. So Vito opens the side door to get out. And Kid USA stops him like a fucking police officer. He goes, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you just let me and Angel go? Because this is our time. Vito looks at me, he goes, but I know fucking Victor Quinones for years, I'm not here to steal your shine. And he goes, yeah, but this is me and Angel's moment. And Vito's like, fuck that. He went up and saw Victor. Yeah, and to this day, he ribs our arm on about that, like, yo, just give us. Was he being serious? Oh, Kid USA? Yeah. Oh yeah. When he said that, it was a straight shoot. God dang. Because Vito was very outspoken and he's not say bigger than life, but like when he's in the room, you know how Vito is. He's yeah. So he kind of wanted Vito to stay out there, so he when he talked to Victor would listen instead of listening to Vito. Yeah, because Vito was animated. Well, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, and then he was not animated. He just wanted his attention for me and him. But if Vito's like, hey, Victor, remember when we were in Japan and yeah, I'm like, hold on a second before you continue. Anyway, brother, this and that. He just wanted him out the picture. So that makes sense. That makes sense. But in the wrestling business, everything gets, everybody takes it the wrong way, Oh yeah, absolutely. You get big heat for that, kid. That's fucking big heat right there. Like I said, I mean, we became good friends on the road. I mean, like I said, I have tons of Vito stories that like are fucking hysterical. That we just like not did it on purpose maliciously, but it just like fell into place. Like we left him one time with Snooker, and Snooker was drinking a Coors. I remember Coors Light and Malibu shots, and he just kept bringing them in, right? Bringing them in. So me and Armand were hungry, and we're like, "Yo, we're gonna eat. We're in Maine." And I said, "Hey, we're gonna get some food. We'll bring you back something. We're just gonna get some steak and lobster. Just stay with Snooker because somebody had to stay with him, So he's like, all right, and he just kept fucking pounding those fucking Coronas and Malibu shots on an empty stomach. Malibu rum you're talking about? Yeah, Malibu rum. That's all they're drinking. So when we came back, Vito was fucking wasted. And we like, hey, we got your food. And he's just fucking plastered. And we took him back to our room and just dropped him in the bed. And the first morning he wakes up, he's like touching his face, feeling his fucking eyebrows. Making sure nobody shaved him. That's what he said. I'm just like, what the fuck you doing? He goes, oh, because you fucking guys will fucking shave my fucking eyebrows. So yeah, Vito weird about his eyebrows, ain't he? Yeah, he was very meticulous. Yeah, dang. The worst thing about Vito is that, again, nothing bad. It's just funny. I know, like I said, I know him for years. And when I see things different about him, I'm like, what the fuck is that? And he goes, what are you talking about, brother? Vito. What'd you do with your eyebrows? Yeah, what you do with your eyebrows? I saw it. He's like, nothing. That's, I was talking, Johnny Huger used to be his partner in WCW. Yeah. Johnny the Bull. Johnny, we were working for Lucha Libre USA on MTV, and he called me up one day. We were talking about something, and he's like, "Hey, you seen Vito lately?" I said, "No." He goes, "He got his eyebrows plucked or something." Like, I'm not too sure about what he's doing with his eyebrows. Like, I'm not too sure about that. I'm like, well, I get my eyebrows waxed. Like, what the fuck's the big deal? But Johnny was all concerned about his eyebrows.
Yeah, it's tattooed. And then I said, when I saw him, like his face, I said, "Vito, did you get plastic surgery?" "No, brother, no. I don't do that shit."
Oh, his eyebrows are tattooed. Is that what you said?
Yeah, they're tattooed on.
Oh, I never realized.
Because one day I'm sitting. That's the reason I brought it up. Because I was sitting there talking to him, and I'm just looking, just like I'm looking at you, and I'm like, "Hey, Vito, cool question. What's up with that? With your eyebrow?" No, brother. What you talking about?" And I just let it go because I just didn't want to fucking stir up that pot. So,
I mean, that's what he wants to do, right? Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, he was trying to, beautify himself, work the gimmick, keep the youth.
That's a shit. That's a shoot kid right there. He wanted to maybe get another Playgirl spot.
There you go. That dude. Yeah, I still remember that one. But like I said, we traveled so much. I mean, he used to this day, I remember he used to have a Geo sidetrack. Remember those cars? Did? Yeah.
I remember those. Yeah.
Yeah, he had a black one with fucking like the color fucking like aqua blue writing on it. If you fucking hit the corner so hard, it would tip over because that was the dangerous part.
Yeah, man.
And me and him used to travel in that little motherfucker too, up and down the road and stuff. And
probably got good gas mileage in that thing.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, if you got to know Vito on the road, you realize that you're like, man, he's a good guy. It's just Vito, man. But it's a different person when you're on the road with him and you start talking and cracking jokes and stuff and eating and sharing the road with him. 6 hours, 10 hours on the road talking to the guy, you finally realize, oh man,
Yeah. No, Vito's a good guy. I got no problem. Vito. I always liked him.
No, but nobody understands
though.
Yeah, it's just some people don't understand him if you never drove with him. That's all it was.
I got you. So then, you guys start doing the Baldies, and then you had like 3 other guys doing it with you, right?
Rod Price, PN News.
Or PN News, that was the other one I couldn't think of.
Originally it was Rod Price and PN News.
He was a pretty good worker, wasn't he? That guy?
Who, PN News?
PN News.
Yeah, he was a good worker. I just couldn't get past when they say, "Hey, you're gonna be with PN News," and I'm like, "PN News? Who the fuck is that?" And he goes, "Yeah, the guy from WCW, yo baby." That motherfucker, and all I see is this fucking fat dude in spandex. "Yo, baby, yo, listen to my rap." I said, "Oh, fuck, I'm fucked."
Yeah.
But he did a good job. I mean, he did, I just had that image. And then, hard-weighed Rob Price, man, that's what we called him. That's a tough motherfucker, man. Nicest guy, but just tough as fucking nails. I liked him too. I mean, I dropped him on his neck, and then he fucking dropped me on my neck.
Damn.
For receipt.
Yeah.
Dude, I did a double underhook under his arm, double underhook.
Yeah.
And I threw him and I didn't bridge enough and he landed on the back of his neck. He fucking shot up and grabbed me.
That was during practice or in a match?
No, it was in a fucking match, man. It was in a match, and he fucking plexed me again. Everybody's like, and when they saw him do that to me, when I did it to him, oh, receipt, and then he fucking got me. And he said, and then he in the back, he was like, "Hey kid, next time, just hook it, bridge, make sure you bridge and stuff." And like, he wasn't mean to me in the back, but he did get his fucking receipt. That's all it was. It's fucking funny now.
See, when we came up, we never did. Until I got in Japan, I never really gave anybody a receipt for nothing because, we were all, trying to get to the same place. And most of the guys I wrestled were power plant guys for a long time. So, we all were, fucking 150 mile an hour. So we never got pissed off at each other.
No, the thing in ECW is that after you got to know the boys, like Danny Jordan, Roadkill, Chris Chetty, Nova, Boss Mahoney, any of them, we became family. So we used to do shit to fuck with each other. Massive chops.
Yeah.
Big fucking boot to the head. Sell that motherfucker, And you'd be like, "Oh, okay. It's on now," and then I mean, we were tough with each other because we were having fun.
Yeah.
Now, if it was a greenhorn, somebody who was trying out and we're like, "Who the fuck is this dude coming in our fucking fold?"
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He has earned his spot.
Yeah.
Clothesline. Sell that shit, motherfucker. It was different. I remember Danny Doran. He used to fucking remember Hot Stuff.
Oh yeah, Hot Stuff. Yeah,
That motherfucker swam in that shit, bro. Fucking my eyes used to burn from the fucking methylated.
Yeah, you couldn't have that up WWE.
Why? Didn't you say Cena was allergic to it?
No, it was Billy Gunn, or it was either Billy Gunn or Road Dogg, or one of those, I think. Or hell, it might have been somebody else. Well, it was one of the top guys. They had an allergic reaction to it one time. I guess it damn near killed them.
Really?
Yeah, so nobody's allowed to have that. And I remember, who was it? Somebody, it might have been Johnny the Bull, was putting Hot Stuff on backstage, and somebody's like, dude, get that fucking shit off. You're going to get fucking fired if you got that shit in there. Or he would have got his ass beat one.
I really like this stuff, man, because it said it brought out vascularity.
Oh,
and
dude,
stuff.
we used to use it all the time.
I loved it. And but I remember he used to wear it, and we did a show at the Elks Lodge, and he wanted to go toe to toe. So we're just doing chops, and the chops are also getting solid. I mean, like, wow, just and his, he's white, so his chest was getting red, and he chopped me, and I'm wearing the Baldies fucking jersey, so it's less,
yeah,
So he's chopping me, and I'm chopping him, and I hit him so hard, boom, and he said, I remember it's like, boom, he goes, fuck that, and he just fucking squat over, and I said. And when he bent over and his bare back was open, slap.
Ah, shit. I'm surprised you didn't pick your shirt up and start.
No, he fucking bridged up. When I hit him in the back, he bridged up. Whoa, Ric Flair chop, slap. And he's like, you son of a bitch. And I just fucking laughed, And I mean, that's how we were, man. That's how we just had fun. And we stiffed each other, but it was more out of love, I guess. I don't know. It's a different bond.
But dude, those were like freaking 20-minute high spots in Japan, chopping each other 100 fucking times till your chest was bleeding.
Fuck yeah, I'll do it, but I'll be like, I don't see the purpose. You know what I mean? I'll do my job, but I'll be like, man.
Well, dude, in Japan, dude, they pop for that shit. I mean, it's like a big spot.
I forgot that guy's name. Now I forgot. He wore green tights, green trunks, and he used to like chop you, and he goes chop, 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 and he kept chopping you real fast. Oh my God!
That was a Japanese guy, right?
Yeah, Japanese. He had a big barrel chest.
That was Masawa, I think.
Masawa?
I think he had like a white stripe down him.
No. He just wore green trunks.
Masawa used to do them damn vicious back elbows.
Yeah, he used to do that spinning elbow. Yeah, but
No,
I
think I know who you're talking about. I just can't remember who it was.
No, I'll find out who it is while we're talking. But anyway, what were you just gonna say?
Hell, I don't remember now. Shit. I was just thinking about doing sponsors again so Pierce don't get pissed off.
Oh yeah. You know what's funny about Pierce? My favorite. Did you hear about when I said something in regards to something and he freaked out on the little screen at the bottom?
No, I don't remember what you're talking
about. It
was
edited out, but we're just talking about some stuff, and I said something that I was not supposed to, and he's like, and you can see him because I'm talking just like I look down and you know who the fuck you do.
It's a video game I was talking about.
I said, fuck it. I don't give a fuck, it's me, and afterwards you go, oh, bro, you can't do that. I'm like, yo, it's me, man. You get the full Monty, but just edit it out. I said, that's what I said. I just edit it out. So it was funny.
So you're pretty much retired from wrestling. You're not doing no more shows ever?
No, first of all, wrestlers don't retire. I just took a break. Because every time you say retire, then I thought you said you fucking retired, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I just took a break.
I've never retired either. I got a couple of bookings lined up in September, so
I just don't have the passion for it, man. I just don't see the purpose of me doing it. Man, I got a show coming up September 18th that I'm kind of like, oh fuck, man, I regret doing it. But I told him, yeah, I'll do it. But if he's expecting WrestleMania,
is that in Kansas?
Yeah, it's a Kansas show.
That Kansas Extreme or something.
Nah, it's a something. Like I said, he reached out to me, and I said, all right, I'll do it, man. I was like, I'll do it, but I didn't think the show was gonna happen, so I just said, yeah.
Well, I mean, hell, it's a payday. I mean, I'll still get paid pretty decent for these indie shows for not being on TV for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I get paid good. It's just, but when I get there, I just hate waiting, and I'm like, hey, can I be the first one? Can I be the first one?
Yeah, what I have been doing on these independents I've worked lately is if I'm like the first 3-4 matches or whatever, I'll fucking dip, man. Give me my damn envelope and I'm getting out of here.
Kenta Kobayashi.
Oh yeah, Kobayashi. Yeah.
Yeah,
Kenta.
yeah. That's the one.
I've never wrestled or worked with that guy, but I got you know who Quad is? I got to work with him. He
Yeah,
was
I
kind
know
of
him.
rough guy. But
Yeah.
Quad was great, man. He was a good guy, man.
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah.
You wrestled? Who'd you wrestle with when you were in Japan?
Tajiri.
Oh, Tajiri.
Tanaka-san. Tanaka.
Okay. Who'd you work for over there? What?
It was
Was it New Japan or
Noah?
Like Noah?
Noah.
That's
Noah.
where Karina was at, right?
Yeah, I did Noah. I did and I did a New Japan. I didn't go for too many tours. I just did like 2 tours, and then I went to Puerto Rico, and then that was it. But I had a great time in Japan. I mean, I love Japan. I mean, you're a different person, not a different person like you, but people just see you like, ooh.
Oh yeah, when you're a wrestler, dude. Hell, the wrestlers over there are gods.
Yeah, and same in Puerto Rico. When I used to be in Puerto Rico and walking in the fucking supermarket, getting me some fucking chicken breast to make for fucking lunch. I see people, it's a fucking so, and I hear the whispers and they're pointing at me and hey, sir, con permiso, are you New Yorican Baldy from EWA? Yeah. Can you firma por favor? I was like, what the fuck? Okay. So it was fun. The Puerto Rico's like that too a little bit.
Yeah. Well,
especially if you're white.
Yeah.
The reason why I say that because fucking Glamour Boy Shane, that motherfucker was the best worker. I mean, I put him over anytime. Great worker. Had the fucking long blonde hair. Had the fucking body. Looked like Ric Flair. He used to do the woo and all that shit. Hell of a fucking worker.
Yeah.
That motherfucker walked out in the streets of Puerto Rico. It was fucking like the Rock and Roll Express, when they used to, all the fans used to run to them and fucking like shit like that, bro. I was like, this.
Well, he stood out over there though, being white and long blonde hair.
That's what I'm saying. When you're the fucking if I'm Puerto Rican, so he was the minority and he stood out. And when he with that bleach blonde hair, holy shit, it's fucking Glamour Boy Shane. All these fucking fans run to him.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't go after pussy, but pussy was after him.
Yeah,
that's a straight shoot, man. He used to get us free gimmicks at the gym, fucking free sandwiches. That motherfucker didn't have to pay for shit.
Damn.
And he was willing to pay. Like, no, amigo, no, it's an insult, amigo. You. Oh, come in my gym. Fuck it. It was fucking like, what the fuck?
Hey, that's about the second time you knocked over your rock drink, ain't it?
I know, man. What the fuck is going on, man? I gotta put this over here.
Hey, I need to get the name of that. We'll see if they want to sponsor our podcast.
I try to fucking reach out to the motherfucker, and he did, no response from the company, man. I think this would be a good fucking gimmick to fucking promote, man. I'll fucking put it right here. Put it over Zola right there.
So it tastes pretty good. You don't normally drink those, right?
Nah, I normally don't drink it, but it tastes pretty good. I'm still looking for that. What'd you say? It's
aspartame or sucralose.
Yeah, I mean, I probably have to look it in there, but it's okay. I mean, I like it. But
see, when I drink that kind of gimmick, like the Crystal Light with the aspartame or the sucralose, fucking my knees will hurt. I can hardly walk up the stairs.
My fucking knees always killing me, man.
Yeah, but if you, I'm telling you, if you drink that shit like regularly, they'll hurt worse.
Right on. No, I got you. I'm just trying to get past my workouts. My knees hurt, my shoulders hurt, my elbows hurt, and I don't think I get a good solid workout anymore.
Yeah, don't worry about that. If you're in there and you're doing stuff, you're gonna get a workout. And I mean, unless it's one of them days where you're like, fuck, I don't even want to go to the gym, just don't go.
Yeah.
If you're there and you're working out and you feel good, but you just feel like you're not getting a full workout, you're doing something, man.
I just think I'm trying to get back to what I used to look like. I mean, I'm not saying that my body's bad, but I have this vision like, I want to be the angel, doing fucking Hindu squats and push-ups.
Dude, don't we all, man? I'd love to be in the shape I was at the power plant, but fuck, we're not aging backwards, bro.
I know, man. I don't know. I just want to beat Father Time. That's all it is.
Well, I mean, you just got to take 20 IUs of growth a day, get in the program.
I don't got no fucking money. I don't got to get fucking Allan Funk money like that, man. I don't got a fucking doctor on call.
Well, shit, it really ain't that expensive. You need to go to one of these clinics or shit, all the people, see if someone knows somebody and shit, you can go to a couple $100 a month and get, some test at our age, bro. It's hormone replacement. There's nothing wrong with it. Everybody does it.
No, I got the testosterone. That's not an issue. I'm talking, you get the growth. That's a different story.
I mean, honestly, nowadays it's not as expensive as you would think it is.
Maybe I need to look into that.
Yeah, check into
KINGPIN approved, baby. We're gonna have them sponsor us.
Maybe I'm not saying, but I heard this on a video game that maybe I know somebody with a hookup.
No. And that's a shoot, kid.
You know, kid, you got my number. That's a shoot.
There you go.
Well, shit, we're about wrapping up here on an hour unless you want to keep going.
Oh, it's whatever you want, man. I'm having a good time, man. I mean, any other questions you have, I'll definitely be happy to answer them.
Massive. But I know what I want to ask you. When you were going through all that stuff and you saw Vito wrestling, you know, Vito wrestled a lot of freaking guys on them Saturday morning shows. You never had an opportunity to do that?
No, Johnny never got me hooked up with WWE or WWF at the time to do those type of jobbers, you know, spots. But like DeVito was always working. He was always making like, I don't know, it was like $250 a day or whatever wrestling. Yeah. I mean, he was doing pretty good. Vito, if you really look at it, nobody was doing that. I mean, from Gleason's, the only person that did it was Vito. I mean, you didn't see Bill DeMott do it.
Well, how did he get hooked up with that?
With Vito?
Yeah.
That I don't know, because Johnny
Vito, man, that son of a bitch always worked shit out, didn't he?
Yeah. The only people that from Gleason's was always somebody in a spot, you know, like Phantasmo, Damien Demento. He fucked that shit up. I heard he caught an attitude. I mean, because Vince loved his look. He was big. He had the fucking football helmet, football shoulder pads with the fucking way. You know who Damien Demento is? You've seen his gimmick, right? Yeah. I mean, he had a fucking like, wow, that's a fucking cool gimmick.
Yeah.
And I forgot what happened, but apparently something happened that he said something. And
his mouth just got him in trouble.
Yeah, his mouth.
Hell, he could have got heat with anybody up there, and that would have been it, you know.
Oh yeah. So that didn't pan out, and then yeah, but anybody who was Gleason's was always in a spot for success, you know, supposedly, you know, but nobody else did jobs up there as far as I knew.
Yeah. Well, you know. I mean, after that, Vito never really did a job for anybody.
No, he didn't do a job. I mean, he worked hard, man. He went to Japan, he went to Puerto Rico, he went back and forth, man. He really paid his dues more than I, you know, even though he has more years on me. But when you look at it from like, if you step back and look at it, like, he traveled, he really went like balls to the wall.
Yeah, he done a lot of shit in his life, that's for sure.
Oh, fuck yeah, man. Yeah, that's just something about Vito, man.
That's cool, man. So, and you guys are still friends now, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't call him all the time. You know, I'm just not like a caller. You know, if he texts me, I'll respond. But yeah, we're still good friends and stuff. I mean, he's doing pretty good. He lives in Florida, got a nice house, good wife. You know, living the good life. I guess he's living off the WCW royalties. Every time
right.
He's always
exchanging. You imagine what he's getting if you know what I'm getting.
Oh yeah, man! But every time I see him on fucking Facebook, he's always trading in his cars, you know, and he's always driving some nice, high quality vehicles, and his house is beautiful. I mean, the guy's making money, you know.
Yeah. I mean, as can't fault him for that, man. He's working the gimmick, kid. He's putting asses in seats, kid.
That's what I'm talking about, man. He's still probably signing out Playboy pictures and shit. And
play girl pictures.
Oh, play girl, yeah.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'd probably do Playgirl if I got, you know, some WCW royalty money.
Oh shit, dude! I saw that magazine. It was almost like the Shawn Michaels thing. I'm like, he was proud. He was proud of it, man, because you know he worked his body out really well.
Oh yeah.
So he was just very proud of his body. So
well, I mean, shit, you got to be right.
But I wonder how you get that gimmick. You know, how do you just like you put your fucking resume in, you fucking call like, hey, you know, like you say. You know what?
I'm gonna send them and see if they want to sponsor us, and then I'll ask them how we can get in there.
I think it's probably because it was with WWE. I think that's when it happened.
Oh yeah, it probably was. I mean, so he knew somebody that knew somebody, and they got him in.
I don't know. I'm happy for him. That's all it is. You know,
it wasn't because he was hung like a horse, was it? I don't know. I hadn't seen it.
No, but his skin was smooth. He shaved his body all the damn time. That guy was fucking shaved up to head to toe, man. He was very pristine, man. The guy was really very hygienic, you know.
Oh yeah, that's how I am. But you know, I just don't. I'm not as pretty as he is.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, shit, Angie, I appreciate you coming on the show, man. I know I've been wanting to have you on here for a while. I just finally got around to getting you on here.
No, it's because you didn't have nobody to get on the show. You're like, you know what? I never had a colored guy on the show, so maybe I need to do that.
Yeah, I never had a man of color.
That kind of brings, you know, I'm surprised people could see me. Look how I blend in with the background, you know.
Yeah, I don't get no sun no more since I had that damn melanoma on. I just got cut off my neck, so I'm pale as a damn ghost now.
Really, that thing? I mean, I'm really shocked about that melanoma thing, man. I mean, I don't.
Dude, I'm telling you, if for people out there that don't know about melanoma, if you got any weird looking moles on you, go get them checked out today. Because melanoma ain't no joke, bro. It's the worst form of cancer you can get, believe it or not.
No, I don't got no moles because I don't stay in the sun. The only time I ever what?
No, that doctor told me that if I didn't go there when I did, in a couple months I'd probably been dead.
Wow. But you know what's funny though? I remember one time we had a free gimmick in Boston, and one of the boys was like, "Yo, dude, we got a free gimmick at a tanning salon. We got the hookup."
Yeah.
And everybody was going, and I'm sitting in the hotel room. Angel, come on, man, let's go, man. Free gimmick. I said, I don't fucking tan. The fuck is fucking free?
Why do I need a fucking tan?
Yeah, he's like, fuck it, it's free, man. Work the gimmick. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll go. And my dumb ass, I'm not gonna lie, this is a fucking straight shoot because I don't fucking tan. I go in there. She's like, oh, okay, no worries, go in. And then she goes, do you want eye things?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, what the fuck I need that for? So I go in there, dumbass, walk in, strip, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll lay in here. Laid in the motherfucker with my eyes open.
You got totally butt ass naked.
Butt ass naked with my eyes open. And when I got out, I was like, what the fuck's wrong with my eyes? My eyes hurt.
Shit.
My eyes hurt. And he goes, and the boy's like, what the fuck you do? I said, I don't know. I just laid there with my eyes open, look at these fucking stupid ass lights. Dude, that's why you wear the fucking gimmick on your face, man.
Fuck yeah.
Go blind. I'm like, oh, thanks, fuckers. That's why I don't fucking tan.
Yeah, that's the only time you ever tanned, huh?
That's the only time I ever tan. I did a spray tan one time. I was curious how that did, and I didn't like it because I was like, what the fuck? And like when I looked at my hands, like around the edges, I'm like, oh, what's fucking orange?
Yeah, well, it's a lot better than it used to be, but yeah, it's back in the day, man, it was orange as shit.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, I don't do that. I do things like if I was hanging out with you, and like you said, like I said, if I was hanging out with you and the boys or whatever, and we're like, yo, free gimmick, fuck it, let's do it. I'll just go, okay, let's do it, and I'll try it, and then I say, well, I did it, and then that's it. And people go, what the fuck you did that for? It was free gimmick, and I just said, fuck it, let's do it.
Dude, every time we got free gimmicks, this was our saying: don't tell all the boys. Because the boys are going to fuck it up. The boys always fuck it up. Every fucking time.
Oh, yeah. Don't fucking tell all the boys, man. Oh, especially balls. Don't tell the fucking boys because then the fucking balls will fuck it up. And then we're going to lose. I mean,
I actually met Balls a few times. I wrestled him up there with Ed Farhat, Sabu's uncle, up north. And I did a couple shows with like Balls and Sandman was on the show. I'm trying to think of all the ECW guys. Pat, that's what I want to ask you, Pat. Simon Diamond.
Kenny, what about him?
Were you friends with him?
Yeah, I mean, we were cool.
Yeah, he just kind of just got out of the business, right?
No, he's working for NWA as a behind the stage.
He is in NWA.
Yeah, he's behind the stage.
Well, hell, if I knew that, I'd go visit him. It's down here in Atlanta.
Yeah, he's behind the curtain, man. He's
I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to go down there and see him.
Yeah, go. I mean, because Homicide's on.
Damn, I didn't know that. Yeah, shit.
Yeah, I mean, he done a lot, man. I like Simon, man. He's an awesome dude, and
dude, he was the coolest dude, man, in the wrestling business.
Now, of course, if I see him, hey, man, because I'm friends with him on Facebook. Hey, motherfucker, thanks for reaching out to me. And stuff. That's the one thing about the business is weird. Is just that I mean, they knew if they called me to go to TNA or something, like, yo, call a motherfucker if you need somebody to fill in the spot.
Yeah.
But I would have been in TNA if it wasn't for fucking Dutch Mantel, that motherfucker.
Oh, you don't get along with him after Puerto Rico or what?
Oh, fuck him. I would choke the shit out of him.
He's not still there, is he?
No, man, but fuck him. Hopefully, if I go to Puerto Rico next year and I bump into him, he take him to the mountains and beat the shit out of him.
Yeah. So, real quick, what'd he do to you?
I'll tell you the story. This is recorded, so we can fucking edit it. It would make it a two-parter. But so what happened was, okay, when I was in Puerto Rico, it was right after ECW folded, and I was bitter. I was very burnt. I was very upset because I lost a lot of money. Yeah. I don't go into the story. The story. I was just pissed off, but I was still respectful. I just didn't want people to fuck with my money and fuck with me. Yeah. So I was over there, real respectful. I was staying with Lobo, and Dutch had one of the rooms, and I was staying at the condo. He had 3 apartments in that building. One that was Victor's on the top floor. I was on, like I say, the 3rd floor, and the office was on the 2nd floor. So that's where they did the production at. So I was there for a couple months, and I was watching. They put all my matches on VHS tape, And they were like, hey, so I went upstairs to watch it, and I'm watching it, and Anarchy, the guy who was staying with us too, he came in with a fucking rat. So he came with the rat, and he goes, oh, I didn't know you were here. And I'm like, I'm just watching my tape. He goes, hey, we're going to go in the bedroom if that's cool. I said, go, I don't give a fuck. So then he went, and maybe like 20 minutes, I'm watching my matches, and Dutch walks in. And he's like, he goes in the kitchen, comes out, and he goes, hey, do you see Anarchy? And I'm just literally like this, and I look up, and I go, because I don't stooge the boys,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like, nah, I haven't seen him. I'm just been here watching my VHS, my tapes. As soon as I walked in, I sat down and watching my tapes. So he's not here. So he walks to the door, and for whatever reason, he stops. And I think he heard something because I didn't hear nothing. And he just looks down the hall, like the corridor where he's at, and he just went back there. He goes back there. All I hear is woo, 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 like I couldn't hear what they were saying.
Yeah.
Motherfucker comes out, and he goes, you need to get that fucking girl out of this fucking apartment. And I look at him like seriously, like this guy's fucking ribbing me. But I was like this, like looking like, oh, okay, whatever. And he goes, get that fucking girl out the apartment. Then my blood was boiling a little bit because he said, get that fucking girl out the apartment. So I'm just whatever. I didn't say nothing. I continue watching my tape. He leaves. So Anarchy comes, oh shit, he's pissed off and whatever. So I just blew it off. So I said, man, I got to check my fucking email. So I go downstairs to the office, and it was a computer that you always be able to check your emails. So I went, checked my emails, looked. But when I came in, before I checked my emails, on the left-hand side, there was 2 rooms. And one of the back rooms was the office where Victor Quinones, I saw Victor Quinones, Savio Vega, Dutch Mantel, and I forgot the other wrestler there. So they're sitting back there, and they're talking. And I'm like, well, fuck it. I went to the computer, started typing, doing my shit. I finished. I'm walking away to go back upstairs. And literally, when I'm walking to the fucking door and I'm reaching for the door, he fucking grabs my arm. Nothing major, just grabs my arm and just pulls me to spin me around like, yo, I need to talk to you.
Yeah.
So he spins me around. I turn around, and he fucking like he pokes me right in my chest. He goes, the next time I fucking ask you where somebody's at, you fucking tell me, because I swear to God, the next time you'll find yourself back in fucking New York.
Damn.
And he turned around and started walking away. And I grabbed him and I said, look, motherfucker. I'm not these fucking kids here that you could fucking walk all over. I know you're fucking Dutch Mantel and you have fucking lineage from fucking deep south, but fuck you. Victor asked me to come down here to work for him, not for fucking you. Yeah. So then you better fucking show me respect before I fucking rip that fucking mustache off your fucking face.
Damn. What'd he say?
Well, you could tell he was like, the typical, how dare you? Do you know who I am? I'm Dutch Mantel. I've been around this business longer than you, when you were in diapers or whatever, that bullshit look.
Yeah.
And you could tell he was pissed, but he didn't say nothing because he was more shocked that I stood up for myself.
Yeah.
So he fucking walked away. And then 3 weeks later, like 2 weeks later, after that, I went to Victor. Victor, what the fuck is this problem? I didn't know Anarchy was in the fucking room. Why am I need to fucking be up this kid's ass? Who he's with, who he's fucking? It's none of my fucking business. First of all, he doesn't need to fucking grab me. I'm not his fucking kid. I'm like telling Victor legitimate, but I'm not being mean. I'm like, I'm not his fucking kid. He needs to show me some respect, or I'm fucking gonna choke him out.
Yeah.
Oh, Angel, he's just a booker. Whatever he says goes. Don't mind him. Whatever.
Yeah.
My deal was that I was not supposed to pay for any hotel or any car rental, that I had a free ride in that aspect. And that's what Victor told me. As soon as that incident happened, a week later, Dutch comes in. Hey, we need you to find yourself another place. You have 3 weeks to figure that out because we're bringing another wrestler here to work. And it was Abyss that was coming down at the time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so I said, fuck it. Okay, fine. I'll figure out, because I have family in Puerto Rico, so I knew I had a place to stay.
Yeah.
So then like another week later, I used to have a ride all the fucking time. And then all of a sudden he's like, hey, you need to figure out how to get to shows because we need that car. And I'm like, this motherfucker's fucking working an angle on me.
Damn. So you asked Victor about the cars? Right?
Huh? Yeah, and Victor, he's the booker. It's this decision. I don't deal with that. So I said, fuck that. So I just said, I booked the plane ticket. I said, hey guys, I'm going on vacation. I need a break. I need a week off. I'm going to go back to the States and I'll be back.
You never went back?
No, I never went back. And then Savio was mad because he's like, first of all, they were like, oh, you're a hell of a worker. We love you. You're selling and this, that. But it's, just like breaking up a relationship. Oh, that motherfucker ain't shit. He sucks. All this bullshit.
Yeah.
Whatever. So after that, then like Homicide years later, fucking Homicide calls me and says, "Hey man, you still working, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm still working. Hey, I got a spot for you." I said, "What is it?" He goes, "Well, I'm building up this group called LAX with fucking Conan. And I think you fit great. We just got rid of Machete. It just didn't work out, so we need to fill that spot with a big dude. So if you're available," I said, "Yeah, fuck yeah." So I talked to Devon. I spoke to Terry Taylor, and everybody liked me. They were fucking gun ho for it. And guess who the fuck was the booker there at the time?
Yeah, Dutch Mantel was.
Dutch Mantel. And when my name came across that fucking table, nah, fuck him. I don't want him down here and blah 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 and he just fucking buried me. So and they went with Hernandez, which again, nothing wrong with Hernandez. It's just it was between me and him, and he lucked out. He got the spot. So God bless him. But
I wrestled with Sean Hernandez in Japan.
Yeah. So that so that's what pissed me off. It's like, oh, so he got his revenge on me because that's how he got his fucking revenge. I'm like, fuck him, man, fuck him. So
yeah.
So the next time I see him, man, I'm gonna I'm gonna beat the brakes out of him, and stuff. But as long as we stay apart, man, I have nothing against. I just don't want to deal with that dude.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I mean, I dealt with him when I was in TNA. He was there, but I don't think he was really my agent. Or he was an agent there, I think, when I was there.
Well, not your agent.
I think he was an agent. He might have been booking the show. I don't know. But I'm not even really sure what his job was. I'd say hey to him, and that was about it. We never really had any conversations.
Yeah, I mean, that's it, man. I mean, I have no love for the guy, and if he dies tomorrow, I won't shed a tear. But no, I won't. I don't give two fucks. I'll write a book about it. I mean, dude, I don't have no enemies in this business. I'm the most respectful. I do whatever I'm told. I get along with everybody, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna let that motherfucker disrespect me. And then he tells everybody I got heat with that motherfucker. How the fuck do I have heat with him?
Then he fucked with your deal too, man.
Yeah, he has heat with me. I don't have heat with him.
Yeah.
But he wants to flip it and tell everybody, you have heat with Dutch, and he doesn't want to use you. Fuck him. Yeah. So
that's one thing I hate about wrestling business, man. Once these motherfuckers act like they're 10 years old, and then once somebody gets a bug up their ass, and you're fucked if they got anything to do with it,
Nah, and this motherfucker, I used to say, this is the worst part about it, man. This motherfucker, it's funny because I'm gonna tell you a funny Dutch story. When I was sharing the fucking apartment, that motherfucker's hairy from head to toe.
I see.
He literally shaves his arms to this point.
Just his little up to the forearm.
Yeah, because tape. He used to wrap the tape around it.
Oh.
This motherfucker, because the reason I know this is because I came into the apartment one day and that motherfucker's in the kitchen, butt-ass naked, eating fried chicken out of the refrigerator. And the motherfucker, his ass is sticking out and literally had fucking hair. Like, he looked like a fucking, I mean, literally. He
looked like Captain Caveman?
Yeah, man. This guy's hairy from the neck down, but he just shaves that point to his arms. I'm like, this motherfucker is like fucking an Neanderthal, man. He's like a caveman.
So, I mean, hell, why did he shave or he just ripped it out when he tore the tape off?
No, he shaved it to that point.
I get you.
If you looked at his arms when you talked, you could see like he literally shaved his arms to a certain length. So when he put the tape on, it was at that point. Nah. So it won't rip all the hair off his arm.
That big pussy, just pull it off.
Fuck that, man. That dude is a trip. but that's my Dutch story.
I got you. That's cool, man. Thanks for sharing that with us. I knew you had a little bit of heat with Dutch, but I wasn't sure why. I think you told me a little bit about that story one time, but I don't think you finished it.
Shit, I don't have heat. I have fucking blue fire heat, man. That's fucking.
No, he's got heat with you.
Yeah, fuck him.
All right, man. We're at the hour and 19-minute mark, so we're gonna cut you off. If you want to come back on and do part 2 sometime, we'll.
Oh, absolutely, man. It'd be fun
here
to chop
at the
it up.
Get Funked and all my producers, we welcome the Kingpin back on the show for part 2.
Oh, absolutely. But damn, definitely we gotta we have our show tomorrow, Funkin' Kingpin show, so we could definitely do part 2 there.
Well, we could do part 2 tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we could.
But we can't really plug the show because this is going to be airing on the Realm Network tomorrow, right? So, I don't know. We could plug the show. It is tomorrow night, 8:00 Eastern.
That's right. So we can still plug the show. So hey, if you really want part 1, definitely pay for it on the Realm channel.
But we're talking about some something to do with some kind of sex tomorrow, and the benefits of it, or something on our show tomorrow night.
Oh yeah, but we're being sponsored by buttplug.com.
And if you never had a butt plug, you can try mine and see if you like it.
There you go. Does it have the little diamond in the middle?
Yeah, right at the end. Yeah, I got one too that you can hit the gimmick and it lights up and it has a little
hit it like a ketchup bottle.
Yeah, there you go. While it's inside there, and then the lights start flashing.
Tremendous, man. But man,
all right, Angel, I appreciate you coming on here, buddy.
No, thank you for having me on, man. Throw out your sponsors, man.
Oh yeah, let's do some sponsors real quick. You want to do them with me, Angel?
Yeah, I'll do Sleeve.
All right, you Sleeves. All right, Angel going to do sleeves.com.
Definitely check out sleeves.com, man. You definitely get your arm sleeves, you get your headbands, you definitely get athletic wear. If you want to get fit, definitely use that sleeve. But if you want to get those dirty boxes and get your junk right with a classic design.
With the elephant.
With the elephant,
Sweet.
or the hot dog, definitely check out those dirty boxes and use promo code MWA pod.
They got hot dogs? I want one of those.
Yeah, it has a bun and everything.
Sweet. Let's go with the wrestlinguniverse.com. Everybody check out, if you're ever in the New York area, check out thewrestlinguniverse.com. They got the hottest stars in wrestling today. You can get your autograph signed. But also, if you're not in the New York area, go to wrestlinguniverse.com. You can get your 8x10s, your WCW, WWF, WWE, TNA, past, present, and future superstars. You get 8x10 autographs and all their stuff. You get autographed. It's got a what is that called? Certificate of authenticity. There you go. And so that means you're getting a good quality product, and they do ship internationally. So if you're overseas, check them out.
I never shit internationally.
Oh, you never shit internationally?
You said shit internationally.
Oh, ship.
Oh, ship internationally.
I have shit internationally. I shit in Australia. I shit in Japan. And then you want to do health vape? You want me to do it?
Oh man, I could definitely do health vape, dude. If you definitely vaping and you want to get a healthy alternative, definitely check out healthvape.com. It restores, vitalizes, energizes, and boosts your energy. It's definitely a good alternative from doing just the actual vaping. It definitely gives you the health benefits. Definitely check out healthvape.com. Use promo code MWA pod and just tell them the Kingpin sent you. It's a shoot kid, Kingpin approved.
And you get your 10%. Now these don't have any nicotine or harmful chemicals, right?
No, it doesn't have jack shit, man.
Now, let me tell you, if you're sucking one of these and you're smoking a vape, you're getting vitamins and you're getting all this stuff in your body as you're vaping this stuff.
First of all, you're supposed to puff on it, not suck on it, because that's a different type of gimmick.
You know what? Depends on who you're talking to. I'm pretty sure Piers sucks on his.
Probably, like a big old pacifier.
Him and Charles.
There you go.
All right, man. We're getting out here. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watch the Kingpin, the ECW original of the Baldies, the Kingpin himself, Angel Medina, or the Spanish Angel. Is that right?
That's what I used to be called.
All right, man. So people, you can go. You're either a black guy or you're Puerto Rican, right?
Whatever benefits me in the world, I'll flip either card just to get that profit.
Exactly. All right, man. Well, thanks for joining us, Angel. And don't forget to check out the MWA Podcast Network on the Realm Network. The rest of the shows we got on there. What do we got on the Realm Network? The Knights of the Gimmick Table, Killing the Business, and Shooting the Shit with Piers Austin, right?
Damn fucking right, man. And
Killing the Business with the Kingpin. You got the Dead Presidents doing the Knights of the Gimmick Table. So everybody check those out, man. And thanks again, Angel, for joining us, buddy. I appreciate it.
All right, for sure, bro. Thanks for having me.
All right, bro.